episode of the interview. Today I have with me Miss
Nikki Rose. Hello.
I'm glad to have her on today, man. This will be my fourth interview, and this will be my fourth. This will be my actual first interview having a female on set. So that'll be great for me. It'll be something. It'll be something different. We'll be talking about what's up.
Cheers. Ladies for the ladies.
Let's be the first for the ladies.
Yes, sir.
Of course. But we definitely been trying to plan this one for a minute. We're glad we was finally able to get it going, and we're just gonna jump into it. Like I said, this is another episode of the interview. This is Nikki Rose, and we're gonna start off just talking about herself, and about the company. Take it away.
So like you said, my name is Nikki Rose. If you guys ever want to follow me on Instagram, it's at the Nikki Rose. I'm mainly here to, just introduce myself to the world, my platform, my brand. Beauty is my business, and that's something that a lot of people probably weren't expecting from me. Growing up, I was mostly an athlete, so I was into sports a lot. Basketball was like the main thing that I was into. And originally, I was gearing towards being a nutritionist.
Okay.
I wanted to be a nutritionist. I wanted to do like dietetic programs for athletic organizations and stuff like that. That was what I mentally thought I was going to be doing for the rest of my life.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. And it's crazy because you think that you have all this time and shit changes like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I went from that to, I was working at Chuck E. Cheese for like 10 years. I literally just left there like maybe a year or so ago.
Wow.
And I was managing there for about 10 years. And I mean, there I still felt like I found a passion in teaching and training the younger generation.
Yeah.
Which that explains my whole thing with like, I used to want to be a teacher when I was like little. But I had really started getting into makeup and beauty, I'd probably say a little bit after I graduated high school.
Really?
Probably
Okay.
a little bit after I graduated high school. I mainly really didn't wear makeup like that during high school because I was always at practice or at a game, or you know what I'm saying? Like I always was doing something athletic. It was just like, fucking put makeup on for it. So probably a little bit after high school, that's when I started like dabbling in it a little bit. And then once I really start getting into it, noticing that I really liked it. And it wasn't so much of like, oh, makeup makes you look pretty. It just brings about a certain kind of confidence, I would say. It's just like when men go and get their hair cut.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, well, you know what I'm saying?
Whole different
Somebody will see me, you know what I'm saying? They get their hair cut, they feeling good. Women, when you get your hair done, you're feeling good. And makeup is just kind of like another layer of that. It's just like taking a bath to me. Like when I take a shower and I feel fresh and I feel clean and I put my moisturizers on and my oils, I'm like, so that's just kind of what beauty does for me. And I started Nikki Rose Beauty July 10th of last year, so almost coming up on 1 year.
Yep.
Almost coming up on 1 year. I started Nikki Rose Beauty. And maybe about a month or so ago, I decided that I wanted to add makeup services, like actually doing other women's makeup and stuff like that.
Like mobile or just
Either or. I've
Okay.
been doing either or. I'm stationed right now at a salon in Lithonia.
I saw that. Yeah.
Called the Glam Life, and if I need to go and be on site, I'll do that as well. Like I'm hungry, like I'm just trying to push myself out there.
Right.
So yeah, that's where we at with it. I'm just excited to see where I got 6 months left in the rest of the year, and I'm just excited to see how much growth I get.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to see how much growth I get. So what kind of research did you do on beauty for this interview? I want to hear this.
So, I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. I will say, you know, as a man, I don't put on makeup. I'm just going to be for real. The first time I ever had experience with makeup is when I used to be a drummer. So, you know, when I got into drama, I was like, all right, cool, this is something I like to do, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we about to get on set. We about to put some makeup on. I was like, huh? What? Excuse me? And this is me, like, coming fresh out of football and stuff. I'm like, what you mean I'm about to put makeup on? But they were like, yeah, it helps with the lighting and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm here now. Let's do it. Just get it over with. So, but what I did is I did ask a couple of women, like, what they thought about different makeups, you know, what they looking from certain things. Like, the first thing I asked was, like, lashes. Like, what do women think about lashes? I know a lot of them would tell me, like, they want something lightweight. They don't want a thick band, and basically it was something else. Thick band and no shedding. Yeah, so I was like, huh. I mean, I would think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I would think that makes sense. I don't want, you know, be walking around like Snuff Golovkis in my eyes just low.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got that. And then other things as far as like lipstick, they wanted something that didn't smudge, something that was long lasting and things of that nature. So when it comes to your product, how do you speak to that, you know, that crowd that's looking for that certain thing?
I have, for me personally, because my brand is Nikki Rose Beauty, I base everything off of things that I like, things that I would wear. I would not want to back a product that I'm like, oh, I tried, I didn't really like it, but I'm selling it anyways. Like, I don't do that.
Right.
So as far as like my lashes, I personally like a thick band on my lashes.
Okay.
And they have lashes to where they have thick bands and they're really heavy, and they have lashes to where they're thick bands and they're lightweight. For me, for anybody who has a thick band lash and is lightweight, it's easier to put on. It's easy to apply. So my lashes are very beginner friendly.
Okay.
And I only know this because it's a lot of people who, like, I have a best friend, she doesn't really wear makeup like that at all, but she loves my lashes because they're easy for her to put on. And a lot of people, like, the thinner bands, they're a little bit more flimsier. So it's kind of like they bend very, very easily. But the thicker ones, they're kind of already set to the curve of your eye for a decent, you know what I'm saying, like, for the most part, but they're easier to apply. For me, I've noticed that. Even, like, and I've been doing my makeup for a long time, and even to this day, when I get lashes with really thin bands, they're just really flimsy. Like, they're just all over the place. The thicker ones are just like, boop, and you're done. And these lashes right here are lightweight. They're not like heavy or anything like that. And they're not dumb thick. Like, I hate seeing bitches with the lashes that be looking like, yes, look, and you got butterflies on your eyes. Like, you can't even see their eyes. My thing is, you want to wear lashes. If you are going to wear lashes, you want to wear lashes that enhance your eyes, not hide them and, like, motherfucking curtain over your eyes. You don't want lashes like that. And then as far as my glosses, I am looking into starting some matte lip stains.
Okay.
Of which I really like those kind of products because let's just start with makeup, period. There are products that are long lasting, but nothing is permanent. You know what I'm saying? If you wear it for a certain amount of time, it's gonna wear off. People naturally lick their lips throughout the day. You know, people naturally rub their eyes when when they forget they have makeup and stuff on. So I was looking into doing lip stains, only because even if it does come off a little bit, you'll still have a tint to your lips. And then for the glosses, my glosses they're not sticky. They have a nice little scent. They're not scented, but the ingredients like, coconut oils and stuff like that, that's in them, it has a nice little scent. So it's not like this nasty hand sanitizer smell, and they're not too sticky. They're nice and smooth. They're not too sticky. I'm actually wearing Rude Brown on my lips right now. Yeah. And it's like my favorite. It's my favorite nude gloss that I have in my line. And then my clear gloss this right here is my baby. It's my baby. And they're all branded with my name. They all say Nikki Rose Beauty. But I love my products. Like, it's not anything about my products that I would be like, oh, maybe you may not want to try this. You might want to try something. I would never, ever try to sell anybody some shit that I don't like.
Right.
So, if ever I'm suggesting anything to someone, of course I'll suggest products that cater to the things that they like. Like, it's some women, like my mom puts on her clear gloss every day. And it's some women who like colors. So I have pinks, I have nudes. Those are mainly the ranges that I like to stay within. I'm like a pink, nude, peach kind of girl. I hardly ever wear a red lip, but when I do, it's dangerous. But I don't know. I love makeup. I love makeup, and there's not a lot about it that you can't tell me that I don't already know.
Right.
It's easy to talk about.
Right.
There's a lot of shit to talk about with makeup. It is. I just want people to look like themselves, but you know, if they want to add some products, then they can.
Right.
I don't like it when bitches put on makeup and they look like a whole, or when niggas put on makeup and they look like a whole another person.
I don't know nothing about that, so
I'm just, you do, not personally.
Oh.
Not personally.
I'm about to say what you got though.
But you know, it's a world of transgenders and a lot of different people, and I don't have any problem with, I don't have like a homophobia or anything like that. I don't have any problem with men wearing makeup. My thing is, I think it's a beautiful thing when somebody can transform themselves with makeup like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it should be to where you look like a totally different person. For me, I'm like a natural makeup person. You know what I'm saying? If you throwing that shit on, then you still look like you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how you feel about the women out here tricking guys? You know you into the makeup. Just a question. I'm interested. I want to know what someone coming in from the makeup field feels about women out here. You know, face isn't like nothing to what it looks like with the makeup. How you feel about that?
I feel like every woman is beautiful in their own way. Makeup is just an enhancement. So it's not like a woman puts on makeup and she's ugly. I mean, she's you know, more beautiful or anything like that, or she was ugly before. Now, there are some women who, they hide a lot of things with it, but makeup can only do but so much. You know what I'm saying? You'll still see it. It's women who have, they've had accidents where their skin was burned very badly. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of women who, they motivate other women who've gone through stuff like that, or they was in a bad car accident and their face was messed up or whatever, and they like to put on makeup whenever they leave out the house or go run errands or anything, because it makes them feel like themselves. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make them feel like the accident that they went through or the trauma that they went through. It makes them feel like themselves. So I don't feel like makeup is like a cover-up per se. Some men may think that, but that's because you're not really looking at that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always gonna have these eyes, my nose, I'm always gonna have these lips. You know what I'm saying? It's not like now if they getting surgery, that's different. Like, cosmetic makeup is different. You know what I'm saying? You tattooing your eyebrows on and you know you ain't got none. That's a little bit different. The Botox and all the extra stuff, that's a whole different world. But as far as like just putting on a few products, I don't feel like that's a disguise or anything. Because niggas be out here tattooing hairlines and shit. Now that is fraud.
Tattooing?
That's big fraud.
I'm not doing that.
They tattoo hairlines.
I'm not doing that. My wife asked me about lace front. I said, no, I will not.
I can't get into wigs.
Yeah.
I can't get into wigs. I tried a wig and it just felt like another head on my head. I'm like, too little for me. I have to take that shit off. I had to take that shit off. I'm not.
Heard it here first.
Hey, I mean, you know, most men love it. I know I appreciate it. If I can see a woman just with her natural hair and things of that nature, she style to do whatever she want to do with it. I like seeing that. I'd rather that.
I'd rather that.
If I
For
see
sure.
the hair, you know, see the fake hair, I'm like, man, get this straw off your head. Like,
That
something
shit
else
be
on,
dry
please.
anyways. How do you feel about women wearing makeup?
So I don't mind it. Like, like I know speaking for my wife and speaking to, like a lot of my sisters and cousins, whatever, I like a natural look. So, I don't like nothing that has to be too extra for you to put on. Because, I mean, hell, but we went to school with certain people and then their makeup just looked caked up.
It was caked up
Like,
back
it
then.
looked
But
like
I
it
think the time then was, you know what I'm saying? Makeup evolved. Makeup is literally evolving into a more natural look for women that I've seen. You see women doing makeup tutorials now.
Yeah.
They're not putting on as much product. They're not putting on as much product at all. So I get where you're coming from, because high school, I can name at least one bitch.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I can name at least
Don't
one
do
bitch
it.
that used
Because I
to
know
come
what
to
she's talking
school.
about, so I just...
She used to come to school, cake the fuck up, like.
She's grown now. She has grown. She, because...
And I used to be
Anyways.
like, why the fuck she put all that shit on her face like that? I used to be baffled. I really did.
Y'all think they talking about you? Leave a comment. Alcovey High School.
Oh, God.
We going
All
back
right.
to
Jesus. All right.
I'm
So,
just saying.
moving on. Moving on from that, I'm glad you brought up as far as like, sticking and smudges and all that, because that was another thing that women were, worried about, like, make sure, the lip gloss or whatever wasn't too sticky and things of that nature, So that I'm glad you brought that up and spoke to that, so therefore they know what's going on, because based on what you said, like, especially for the lashes part, maybe, I guess some women are not learning to know that, hey, it's not about the thinner band, it's about a thicker band but lighter weight. So, because like you said, to speak to, I can get what you're saying. I can imagine what you're talking about. So, if I have a thinner one and it's flimsy, I'm trying to get that thing on, and the next thing I know, I have it on, and now I got this little bit just hanging off.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work.
It's just harder to put. Like, think of it like your glasses. So you know how they have like the little toy plastic glasses or whatever. You put those on, those bend easily.
Right.
They'll break easily.
Right.
They're real flimsy versus you getting like some real legit shit and you can just put that shit on and go.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how my lashes are. Like, you don't have to do all the extra work. Now, if you just got really bad hand-eye coordination, that's on you. You put your lashes on and end up on your eyebrows, that's not my fault. But it's a lot of women who, they say they want the thinner band because it looks more natural. But you can get natural looking lashes with a thicker band. It's mainly about the length and the volume. So they have different lashes that are like, the lashes are a little bit more spaced out. They have some where they're a little bit more wispy, which is like fluffy like.
Yeah.
And then they have some that are just long, straight and long and straight. Like the bitches you see with the butterfly wings. Long and straight. So it just kind of depends on your preference. But there are lashes made for just about every kind of woman of any age. There's no real like age range. There are little hot girls out here now, 11, 12 years old, wearing lashes.
That was a good question I was going to ask too. What is the age that you feel is the age where a young lady should start wearing makeup?
Well, I feel like it just kind of depends on what kind of makeup that they start wearing. Like, my daughter is 9 and she likes to wear lip gloss.
Okay.
She likes to,
That's a good starter.
She likes to wear lip gloss, like the little glittery ones with the sparkles and shit in it. And I don't have any problem with that. Now, if she want to walk out of the house looking like me, I'm be like,
Not happening.
No,
Yeah.
like, it just depends on what kind of makeup that they're interested in wearing. Personally, for my brand, as far as the gloss, I feel like any age range of a female could rock with it, because it's not anything that's too vulgar. It's not anything that's too out there. It's like I said, it's more of a natural look. So you can still put this stuff on and still look like yourself. You might just have like a little pink tint to your lips or something like that.
Cool.
And then as far as the lashes, I would say the age range for lashes, I wouldn't let a girl start wearing lashes any age before 17.
Okay, so carry on with the question. You know, these little pageant girls, you know, they
Yeah.
start early. So
They
that's
do.
why I asked this question, because I want to just, you know, hear your personal opinion about it. You know, these kids are maybe 5, 6 years old and
Mhm.
the full face. So that's why I was asking.
I mean, again, like, for me, I'm more of a natural, and I watch these pageant shows that they put out of these little girls, and for me, the ones that genuinely stick out to me are the little girls that are naturally cute without all the extra fluff,
Yeah.
and they're showing more of their personality. You know, when they do like the talent part of the pageant shows, they're showing who they are, and then when they're asking them little pageant questions, they get to speak and say what they want to say. For me, that means more than putting on a whole bunch of makeup and how pretty are your pictures and stuff like that, because you can edit anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can take pictures all day and edit anything.
Photoshop is very active.
It is. And even for little girls, like, for me, I feel like that takes down self-confidence when they get older. For me, I feel like. Because they're going to feel like, oh, I'm not going to win this pageant if I don't have the best makeup artist, or if I don't have the right makeup, or, you know, instead of just being true to who they are and being themselves. And that's why I feel like a lot of African American women are winning a lot of these global and national, you know, pageants these days, because we are who we are. You know what I'm saying? We come out, we rocking our natural hair, which we should have been doing that.
Yeah.
We should have been doing that, but it's like, this is who I am. And a lot of people are recognizing, like, damn, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Naturally.
You don't have to do all the extra stuff to be beautiful. You don't, I mean, if you want to slap a little bit here and there, but actually masking who you are, that can convert to internal.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know, and I don't agree with that.
So just use everything as enhancements if you're going to do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got a nice whip already, you know.
Add some tint on it.
Add a
You know
little
what
tint
I
on
mean?
it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Add a little tint on it. You
Yeah.
gotta change the whole body on the bitch, but niggas be out here wrapping their cars and shit. Like, you
Yeah,
don't
you gotta
have
do
to
all
do
that.
all that.
Right.
You already got a nice car. You know what I'm
Correct,
saying?
correct.
You don't
Okay.
have to do all that.
That's
so.
a good way to put it.
I try to put it where gentlemen
People can
can
understand.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm
we
saying?
definitely
Yeah.
make sense. We
If
definitely get
gentlemen,
it.
you know, men, y'all not into the makeup world. Y'all just, I know bitches weird.
Right.
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right. Exactly.
That's all I got for you.
So, you know, we're just trying to understand it better.
Yeah. So, I mean, with that being said, just going off of that or whatnot, does your product only just speak to the feminine man? Like, do you ever see yourself, like, branching out to more, like, masculine things?
As far as,
Just like, so you know how people, they start out with a beauty line, but they also have things for men as well. So let's just say, for instance, you have the
oh,
type-
for sure. Yeah, for sure. So, right now I'm actually working on skincare.
Okay.
Mainly because, I don't know if you ever remember, but I used to have, like, acne issues bad a lot. Like, I would have breakouts and I would get, like, what was it called? Like I guess it was hormonal acne or something like that. Every so often I get it, but I have grown to really understand my skin, personally understand my skin and get it under control. And I know it's a lot of people that they struggle with teenage acne, adult acne. And I'm like, oh, I really want to add skincare, you know, to my beauty line. And I feel like men and women, that's something that, and it's not gonna be like all pink shit, bubbles and all that stuff like that. You're gonna be like, bro, hot man, put my Nikki Rose under the sink on.
Yeah.
My homeboys coming up, I'm seeing this
Yeah.
shit.
It gotta be neutral
You know what I'm
colors.
saying? I'm seeing this shit, put my Nikki Rose under the sink. So I'm definitely gonna make sure that it's gender friendly,
Yeah,
you know,
please.
for everybody. And that's something that, again, I'm passionate about, because I remember, like, not wanting to go to school because I'm like, oh, I got this big ass bump on my nose, or somebody saying something about it.
Yeah.
And after a while, I just used to be like,
F it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they
Take
was
it running from
like,
you.
oh, I just want to pop it. I was like, don't touch my fucking
Somebody
face.
said
You know
that
what
to
I'm
you?
Yes, in high school, I had a pimple on my nose. And, you know, the ones like that are like on the forefront of your
Yeah,
face,
yeah.
like your nose, your chin, your forehead.
Mhm.
They really stand out.
Mhm.
So I was on my way to the cafeteria. I can't remember who said it, because I would definitely tell you who it was. I cannot remember who said it. They looked at my face and said, "Oh, I just want to pop it." I said, "Don't touch my fucking face. Don't touch my face." But it was like, that's how my acne used to be. Like, I used, like, if I got, it wasn't like breakouts. Like, I had a whole bunch of breakouts. But if I had, like, a pimple, it was a big-ass pimple. Like, so fucking annoying. But I'm glad I found products and I did the research to really understand skin. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some people who, like my sister, never gets breakouts.
Yeah.
Ever. And if she does, it's like the smallest little nothing. Like, her skin never, like, it's almost perfect. But I see she gets that from my dad's side of the family. And I get my skin from my mom because her skin was like that. She said they used to call her pepperoni pizza back in high school. So she's like real light skin. So
Sorry, Mama.
they used to call her pepperoni pizza. So that's definitely something that I'm gonna be bringing for men that they can use as an option. That skincare, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be something that, because a lot of men don't take care of their skin.
We're excited.
See,
A lot
now,
of men don't take care of their skin.
So I'll say this now. Now I think a lot of men nowadays are kind of more so focusing on their self-care now. Like, you know, coming up, you know, I was like, I'm not getting a pedicure, I'm not getting a manicure. You know, as a man or whatever, 'cause I thought that was a girly thing or whatever. I got my first pedicure. I was like, oh, this is dope.
How old were you?
I like my feet. Yeah.
How old were you?
Like, I was literally like, I think it was like my early 20s. I think I was like maybe 21, 22, something like that.
Okay.
It was my first time
You
getting
didn't
it.
start too late.
Yeah, so, you
I
know.
know it was my mother.
You were with your mother?
Like when I was like 17, she was like, "Come on, it was my birthday."
Yeah.
She was like, "Come on, let me take you out." Da 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 da. And then she took me. I'm like, "Why are we at the nail salon?" You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
big deal to me. You know what I mean? She's like, "It's your birthday. You want to get pampered?" Mom, good. She like, and then when I got in there and I left, well, I go all the time now. She tell you, I went without her. She like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a problem." But
No, but I mean, it was definitely an experience because, like, at the time I was working at manufacturing and stuff like that, so I had to wear steel toes and stuff. My feet was looking rough, so you know, I was like, I might need this.
Yeah.
You know, so I went in there and got it and everything. I'm like, this is actually dope. I could put this in my routine of things to do. And then not only that, you got, you know, stuff like manscaping and stuff like that. Men never thought about doing that. Like, we just used to what we had. We just like, oh, manscape for
There's
it.
a lot of men who are like so scared of doing anything down there.
Yeah.
They just be like, "No, man, I don't know. I don't know what the whole macho show thing is about, but it's like it don't have nothing to do with that. It's just, you know, you don't have to wax it off. Now
No,
you
no, I ain't doing that.
You don't have to wax it off, but you know, you can keep it trimmed up. You know what I'm saying? You can keep it to where it's not irritating you, because too much you get a little itchy and uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of men they're not into, you know, skin, like having a skincare routine or something. But you would be surprised at how relaxing that is. You would be surprised at how more confident you feel about yourself and the way you look just by taking care of yourself. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's definitely becoming a thing now. Like, you know, when I used to go to the barbershop, I don't go now, obviously, because I ain't got balls. I just shave my own head now. But when I did go, you know, I was getting lined up. They pulled out the razor, you know, lined me up and everything. And then they put a rag over my face. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, man, you good? I'm like, all right. You know, like, so I had a rag on my face. I'm like, this is actually, it's kind of good.
that warm towel.
Like,
yeah.
like, steaming, I'm like, this is kind of cool. So I think, you know, men are coming into the age where they're, you know, they're aware of it now. They're getting more keen to it. Like, I remember I was saying my homeboy at one night, I'm like, hey, man, you try to go out, you know, try to go do something, whatever. He like, hey, bro, my beard already wrapped. I was like, what you talking? Your beard wrapped? I was like, what do you mean? Like, he's like, yeah, man, I put this stuff on my beard, you know, exfoliated and all that. Yeah, my beard wrapped, bro. I was like, oh, okay. So I'll just catch you next time. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
There's a
like,
lot of barbers that are offering services like that too,
Yeah.
like facials, because it's a whole look. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, it's a whole look. So I feel like you said, it's a lot of the world is changing, and a lot of the standards of what people thought, you know, this is how a man should be, this is how a woman should be. A lot of that is kind of evolving too, because people are just learning to take better care of themselves.
Right.
And that's always a beautiful thing.
Sure.
Always a beautiful thing.
I blame that on social media, but that's another conversation for another day.
What, self-care?
Yeah, because now people want to be in front of that camera a lot more, taking pictures for social media. Yet again, you know, get more likes, the better you look. Just being honest.
As far as social media goes, I feel like a lot of people they do things, and again, like they add a lot of fluff. Like it's a lot of makeup artists. They'll show their work, and every video, every picture that they're posting of what they do has a filter on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what does it really look like?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And a lot of women, when they take pictures, every picture that they have has a filter on it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like the whole social media world is a little different.
It's cap.
Yeah, big cap.
It's a big difference from MySpace. MySpace.
Oh, what?
Be
MySpace was
be
so.
you.
Yeah.
Like, you go on my page, you know what
You
I'm
know
about.
my favorite color, what
Yeah.
shapes I like, what song is my
All
favorite
that.
one right now.
All that.
That was the most
Yeah, MySpace was
complete
raw.
social media network out
They
there.
really need to revamp that shit
And bring it back.
And bring it
They
back.
just sold it over. I tried to get on it maybe a year or so ago. It's all ads and stuff
And
now.
music
like,
and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
more for musicians.
it's too much. Yeah, so
Man, they hardly be on them.
Yep.
right.
The whole world now is TikTok. I've been trying to get into my TikToks and get my beauty stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how to work it. But I have to have my 9-year-old help me because she has like, what, 12 million?
A whole bunch.
12,000?
A lot.
12,000
I don't know.
followers on TikTok.
I'm not too much on it, but she got a lot.
She has a
I got-
lot
and
of
she's
has
verified.
thousands. She's verified. She has like thousands of
Jesus.
She has thousands of followers on TikTok just for making Zodiac posts.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Dumb smart.
And grown folks, when you gonna make one for Sagittarius?
Yeah,
You
like,
need to teach me how this works.
yeah. So I'm like, she's been the one trying to help me
Yeah.
figure TikTok out so I can get my brand on TikTok. Because a lot of people that they promote, you'll be surprised how many people that promote their business on one platform, and even though they have it on, like, they might have a TikTok and an Instagram, but their TikTok is millions of thousands of followers, and their Instagram is still like low key. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me. But I feel like it's Instagram's fault because they change their algorithm like every
Once they
other
did that,
Yeah.
yeah.
day,
It
and
was a wrap.
TikTok just kind of pushes your shit to whoever's interested in that category type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot more people see your shit. And I mean, that's how Instagram used to be, but
Yeah.
that's why a lot of people find it hard to like market on there anymore. Like
They
it's
sold
really
out
Very hard.
to Facebook.
Yeah.
It's just like
very hard to
Facebook
market
now.
on
Yeah.
there now.
Because I mean, I'm on every platform. Well, not on every platform, but I'm on Facebook, Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube as well. And trying to build this brand up has been so time consuming or whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like our generation, we're in an interesting spot because we're that generation like where we understand the new stuff, but we also know the old stuff as well. So like you said, it's like you're young enough to know something about social media, but at the same time, it's like, so how do I do this? How do I make it work for me?
Right.
Like it's
And that's the problem.
different things like that. Because like even these lights, when I started out, I did not have any lights. It usually just looked dark in here or whatever. And I thought it was fine at first until somebody my first interview with Cornell, he was like, hey bro, just try to get another light in here, man, so it'll show more this, that, and the third. I was like, all right, bet. I started doing it. So my quality started looking better. I went and got a 4K camera and all that. So I was like, it look at
Yeah. Growth.
Right, but like it's almost like everybody is almost becoming a filmmaker now, if that makes sense. Everybody has to learn about lighting and how to shoot this, that, and the third, or whatever. Like TikTokers right now are probably one of the best filmmakers right now because of how they do stuff.
Yeah, the editing and stuff that they do on there is like you watching little mini movies.
Yeah.
Like, and it would keep you so engaged. I'll be on there
For a couple
scrolling
of
through.
seconds.
What? I'll be on there scrolling. I'm laughing. I'll watch it 20 times.
Well, they got to prepare us for when the robots take over the world. Got to know how to fix them and how they work.
You know what?
They starting early. Them kids know how to use it. Everything is going to be tech savvy going forward. We're not going to need you guys to do physical work. get on the computer and fix this.
Yeah.
And do that.
I mean, that's what the world's turning to.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all ever get a chance, I got a kid. You got a kid too. But me and my son watched this movie called The Mitchells versus the Machines on Netflix.
Oh.
So it's a cartoon though. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's basically like, so y'all got these phones. Now y'all phones are robots. Now they're gonna clean the house for you. They're gonna do this, that, and the third. You don't have to do anything.
Yep.
And it was interesting.
That's what I don't want. Cause I ain't got time for the little robots running up trying to touch on my legs. And they about to Copperfield. Cause and whenever I think about shit like that, I think of iRobot. Like he had feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so one of them will be catching feelings and then I'm gonna have to box your ass. I ain't got time for that.
Let me put on your makeup.
Like, fuck no. I'm be throwing, throwing my Nikki Rose Beauty.
Jesus.
I can't deal. No, I'm not ready for a robot takeover because but that's another good thing about the beauty world. Robots can't take over that.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
if I would never let a robot do my makeup.
Even if they did it super fast, just
No.
blend it real quick.
I would never let a robot do my makeup.
Never.
No. I would not.
I
I just
ain't
don't
gonna say.
I feel like there's one, like, actually doing someone's makeup, there's a personal connection there. It's just like when you go get your hair
I
cut,
was
you got
just
your
about to
barber
say
that.
talking, he's like your little therapist, you know what I'm saying? You talk to your makeup artist, talk to your hairdresser, whoever doing your hair or something like that. You talk to the Asian lady at the nail salon, knowing she halfway understand you and you halfway understand her. But it's a release, you're in a relaxed environment and you can vent and you can talk to that person and they not judge you.
Yeah.
I feel like I can tell more to a bitch doing my makeup than I can some friends sometimes. Because it's like they gonna tell you some shit that you don't want to hear, give you some advice that you don't want to hear, or some wrong advice at least. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's unbiased.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Very unbiased. So I couldn't see that happening with no robot. Ain't no robot touching my fucking face.
Well, regardless of the robot, hopping off what you said, I think when it comes to just talking to people like that are unbiased, that's why it's so hard for black people to actually go out and get therapy, because they don't want to, just talk to somebody they don't know, whatever, but it's actually going to be the best thing for you. If you talk to somebody that don't know nothing about you, don't know the type of person you are or whatever, it's easier to vent to that person or whatever, versus going home trying to talk to, say, your spouse or a friend or whatever. They know who you are, so therefore they're just going to tell you what you want to hear in a sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Just being in that atmosphere just opens you up. Able to talk to people, whatever. Like when my barber, when he quit on me, like he didn't quit on me because I was a bad client or anything like that.
Sure.
So he ended up getting his own little trucking business or whatever. I'm like, so you just gonna leave me like that? He was like, look, man, I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Did
like,
you recommend anybody leave?
Nah, it was the hardest breakup of my life.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's it's hard for us to just go to another barber. Like we don't just switch like that. Like we really gotta fool with you and know your work to actually work with you or whatever. So he was my barber for probably about 10 plus years maybe. Yeah, so he a lot of tenure or whatever. So then when he
That's a long time.
So they was the only one I trusted for
Is
my
that
head.
where your hair fell out?
It had to. I think as soon as we cut ties, because he was already bald, so I feel like when we cut ties, it fell onto me. Yeah, so just it fell onto me.
You don't need a barber no more.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't now. My wife, gracious enough to give me a little razor for my head and stuff now. So I mean, that's where I'm at. But anyways, the relationship, I was like, damn, man, I used to tell you a bunch of shit I ain't tell nobody else. And you don't leave me like that.
Yeah.
So just speaking on that, I definitely want to see the product grow, because I've been following it since it started, so I've definitely been seeing it. And I know you was on Julian's podcast or whatnot, and I know you talked about your product some there, because at first you had a clothing line you was working on, right?
Yeah. So I had initially started with, it was an athletic women's line, and I had got hit with some trademark infringement. Apparently there was like a whole nother. And the only thing with it is, like, you can have the same name for your business, but it can't be within the same category. So I had the same name and within the same category as another business in England or some shit somewhere. And So I was like, damn, I can't sell any of this stuff anymore. I had to take down my website and everything. And that's really what pushed Nikki Rose Beauty, because I was going to do it anyways, but I was like, well, I can't do nothing with this. I had to put this on the back burner, of which, like I was telling him, like, I feel like this was a blessing because I can put my name on this shit and nobody can take that away from me. You know what I'm saying? And when I come back around with my athletic line, it's still gonna be Nikki Rose. You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna be hard.
Let's get it.
I brought that back up because I
you know what
want
I'm
to see.
saying? I'm gonna need all my female hoopers to come out for the photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got it, go get it. That's all I'm saying. I'm doing like a whole video, everything for that when it's gonna be big.
Right.
Big. I might host like a whole basketball tournament just for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, little all-star
Giveaway. Yeah. I'm big on basketball. I don't play about it. I'm having like the shorts and every fucking thing. So that's really gonna be fun. And I love being creative.
Right.
I love being able to have my own brand and be creative. And that's the most exciting part about it. Like, I can do what I want with my business.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can make whatever kind of videos you want. You can do whatever you want, produce whatever you want. And having that creative control is so refreshing, like, and releasing, like, you can just put your shit out there or whatever. And whether somebody like it or not, that's not up to them. But as long as I know as I present it well, and like we were talking about before we start shooting, like, you can see me with these lashes on all day and think they gonna look good on you. You know what I'm saying? And they may not.
Right.
You have to find what fits you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of women when they go and they're looking up like natural hair products, they'll look for somebody else whose hair texture looks like theirs and say, oh, those products work for her. Her hair texture looks like mine. Let me go and buy those products and see if they work for me. So it's a lot like that when women with makeup and stuff, it's like, oh, that lip color looks good on her. She's about my complexion. You know what I'm saying? That color might look good on my lips too. So it just depends on how you look at things. A lot of women don't be looking at it right. They just think that they see some shit that look good and it's like, buying it. You know what I'm saying? But the strategy with marketing cosmetics is you want to make sure that you're showing how it looks on someone, period. You know what I'm saying? Not just on, me, just because it look good on me, it's going to look good on you. I would never tell somebody that.
Yeah.
I've had some people purchase some of my products and they say, oh, these lashes they were nice, but they were just way too much for me. And I would say, okay, well, I'm going to send you, and I'm going to send it to them for free. I'm going to send you these other lashes. I think you like these better. And I send it to them, oh, these were perfect. I like these. Yeah. Because you're not going to always, especially shopping online, you're not going to always get the gist of what something really looks like. I know plenty of times I done bought clothes online, and I get them, and I be like, this shit do not look like the bitch that wore it online. And I'm like, and I get mad. It's like, you don't want to, the return process is just, at that point, it's like, fuck it, I might as well give this shit away to somebody else.
You're right.
But I try to do a good job with making sure that people get something that they're satisfied with, that they feel like they can wear. And these lashes are, you can wear these up to 25 times. Really? I'll wear my lashes over and over and over again.
So explain that to me, because I guess I don't really understand what that is. So some lashes only last for so long, is what you're saying?
It's some lashes, some brands, like you can only wear them like once. They're only good to wear, which is like those flimsy ones with the thin bands that I was talking about. Those mainly, you can't really wear those a lot because once you put the lash glue on them, it's really hard to get it off and reapply. So for mine, the lash band is thick enough to where if you apply lash glue on it, you can pull, glue gets tacky. So you ever been like in school? Yeah, you rub glue on it and it dries up and you can just peel it off. Yeah. That's how it is on lashes too. Okay. So you could just peel it off or whatever. And for the thicker bands, it's a lot easier. For the thinner bands, it might pull the band and break it, or pull the lashes off the band or something like that for the thin band lashes. So for mine, it's thicker. You can take the, clean the glue off or whatever, clean your lashes, and put them back on the next day.
I mean, that's good to know for some of them because, like I said, most of them are probably getting theirs, for however X amount, I'm going to say cheap, or whatever, and get them on last for that day, and then they have to just keep buying
Keep buying them,
So,
yeah.
So that's good to know.
Yeah, mine, I'll probably wear these. These are fresh. I'll probably wear these a whole nother 20 more times before I break out a new pair.
Okay. That's good to know. So they get their money's worth.
Yeah, you definitely get your money's worth. Definitely get your money's worth. That's the main thing with makeup. Like, you never want to buy something that's $40. They have makeup products that's that high. $40, $45, $60.
Yeah.
And it ain't worth the shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get on Kim Kardashian about her makeup line. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you don't have any pride in it. This shit's cheap. And it's not really doing what it says it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But Kylie, on the other hand, when she first came out with her makeup line, when Kylie Jenner first came out with her makeup line, it was just like Kim's. It was not.
Try to follow behind.
It was not good product at all. But a lot of people bought it off of the name. You know what I'm saying? But she actually listened to her audience. She listened to her followers. She listened to her customers. And she went back, worked on the product, and made it something that people really was happy that they bought. You know what I'm saying? For me, I can go spend XYZ amount of money on something. As long as I'm happy that I bought it, that's what I got, I'm good.
Well, man, that just goes back to what you said. It's a product you would. That's good. I'll just be off that. But at the end of the day, that just goes back to what you were saying as far as having faith in your product and liking your product. You stand by your product or whatever. Versus like going back to Lil' Kim, she didn't really stand by her product. She just sold it because, hey, I put my name on it. I know you're gonna buy it. Kylie Jenner took that route, and she found out, okay, no, I need to actually put some, time and effort into this. I gotta make it my own and make it something I know someone else will want to wear. So, man, that's good to say upon that. And then just going off of also you saying, about buying products online and things of that nature. So, would you suggest that people should come in to like your shop or whatever, to try on your products and see if it works for them, or?
Well, with certain things with cosmetics like lashes, you can't really try on lashes and be like, I don't like these, take them off. You know what I'm saying? And the way hygiene and everything is set up now, a lot of people, if you go into the beauty stores, they don't let you sample things anymore. Like, you used to be able to go in and like eyeshadows and highlighters and stuff like that, you could swatch it. Kind of like paint. You can see what it looks like on your skin, or like dab it on your lips or something like that. You can see what it looks like on you. A lot of places don't let you do that anymore. And I mean, my goal is to definitely have a storefront and have women be able to come in and try things on and see how they like it and just get them comfortable. A lot of people, they go into a makeup store and they just don't know what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? They know they want something, they just don't know what they're looking for or what kind of product works best for them. It's a lot of people that have super dry lips. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't mean to go like that, but go ahead.
They have super dry lips, you know what I'm saying? And just them getting a regular chapstick, of which chapstick is not good for you. So
Really?
Carmex is not good for you.
Carmex feels good to me. What you mean?
Carmex is not good for you.
So what should I be getting there as a man?
You should be getting something that's like shea, like Mary Kay has a really good shea butter lip balm.
Okay.
They have one that's very good. Only because, and I say Carmex and what is it? EOS. EOS is pretty good.
What about Blistex?
No.
Blistex is homegrown.
That's
I
number
mean,
one.
as a kid.
No Blistex. You better off using Vaseline.
Jesus.
And I only say that because they have alcohols
Okay.
in their chapstick, and that's why you always feel the need to reapply, because the alcohol dry your lips out. And that's why people are like, oh, I need my Carmex. You see them putting on Carmex like every 30 minutes.
So,
Because their lips are dry. And it keeps getting dry. So don't use that.
Really know, so
That's what I'm
I
saying.
will,
Like I had to do research on this stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, what products are good, what products are not good out there, what's in these products. You know, my products are cruelty free, lashes and gloss are cruelty free. We do not test on the animals. We love the animals. My daughter wants to be a veterinarian one day, so I couldn't be like, yeah, you know, the little rabbit, you know, they ain't take too well to this shit, so we had to switch up the formula and
Right.
shit. Like, couldn't do that to her.
Right.
So definitely making sure that we're not hurting the environment, making anything,
Sure.
and I just want people to feel enhanced. I don't want them to feel like they bought something and it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I have other products coming out. I have accessories that I'll be dropping with my line. Because I feel like beauty it's so many different things. You know what I'm saying? Skincare. And I'm working on some face products, some face-based products, highlighters and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see it, but like if I turn a certain way, there's a little shimmer to my face. Can you see?
I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm believe it's there.
You don't see it.
What, did you see it?
But it's highlighter.
I can see it from here where I am. You have to
It's-
see it
it's
over there.
highlighter.
Maybe from
Yeah.
okay.
It
I
might be
see
the
it.
angle. It's highlighter though. They call
Right
it.
there?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
call
I
it.
see
They
it.
call it highlighter.
I ain't wanna lie.
You see it on the playback.
Okay.
So I'm working on a highlighter to add to the line as well, because that's another favorite product that I like to use. So yeah, there's a lot of different things coming to Nikki Rose Beauty.
Well, hey, be excited to see it, cause I know you told me about the what you call them, key knives. You told me about those.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I should have brought one to you. Do you have one on
I
you?
have one. I have one.
So I have. He done worn the hell out of his.
I use mine.
It looks like a key,
Right.
but it has this little compact knife
Mm-hmm.
that just kind of tucks away or whatever. Mind you, don't tell the feds, but this thing has made it through customs. Like, you can get on a plane with this shit.
Hey.
Can we see that again one more time for the viewers?
You can get on the plane with this.
Wow. Shh, don't tell nobody.
Like, I have it in pink, blue, red, and black. So
Yeah, 'cause I tried to get mine. I couldn't get to it for some reason. Like I went on the side, I didn't see it.
it's not on there.
Oh, okay.
It's not
So
on
yeah,
there.
so I
This is something I have been giving away for free with any purchases that anyone has been making. I have been giving the key knives away for free.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say now. I'm gonna go ahead and donate. I'm gonna drop at least 50 with Nikki Rose, so that way, you know, my wife can get one and everything like that. Just support the business. You know, I ain't got a lot of money, but I got a little bit of money. You know what I mean? So,
I appreciate it.
yeah, so we can do that. Cause like when you told me about, it, I was like, oh, man, I need to look that up, whatever. You know, like get my wife one, maybe even get me one. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
that's something, a product that guys can use. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this
It's
for
look.
protection.
Yes. Okay. Don't go around cutting yourselves or cutting others unnecessarily.
Yeah, we is not in prison. This
Yeah, that when I say that gets in the club, bypass the security in the club. I'm not condoning club, you know what I'm saying, cutouts. You know what I'm saying? Shootouts, cutouts.
Cut out.
I'm not condoning that at all. All I'm saying is it's very, you know what I'm saying, it's disguised very well. You know what I'm saying? You can get through some things.
So I try to do my homework a little bit. I ain't know a whole lot, but I know a little bit. So I mean, I tried to make sure I came correct, make sure I was prepared. So
I appreciate
I
that.
think
I appreciate that. As a grown man doing research on beauty and a makeup brand, that I appreciate that, because it's a lot of niggas that just be like, oh, yeah, that's that bitch that do. That's the bitch that do makeup, and I be like, it's me.
Oh man, no, we're not doing that. I'm telling y'all, every interview I have, I try to kind of, study the person and figure out what they're about, so I can, have it in the topic where we can talk about it and go from there. So, I mean, with that being said, I think we had a good interview. To end off, I did want to ask you, like, as far as the business goes, is it something that you plan on passing down, or what are you doing with it?
Honestly, and within it, I have one daughter.
Right.
and she doesn't seem to be into makeup right now. I don't know if she'll grow into it one day, but she doesn't seem to be into it right now. I do have nieces, and we'll just kind of see what they looking like. I'm not a person that's gonna push something onto somebody. If I do ever pass it down, I would hope that it's somebody in the family, you know, one of my nieces or my daughter. I want more children, so if I have another daughter and she's like, Mommy, put my makeup on, I'm like, yes, my little CEO, you know what I'm saying? I get her ready and prepped up, you know what I'm saying? But if it's not a passion of theirs, it's not something that I would want them to do because they just gonna run shit around.
Yeah.
About it, yeah. I would definitely do, if I ever had like an apprentice or something like that, somebody who really cared about it, then I wouldn't mind, you know, giving a portion of the business to them, but I would always want, you know, some of the royalties of sales and everything, the profits of the business to go to my family.
Okay, because I asked that because I know a lot of people that start a business, you know, they have their children like as a business partner or whatever have you. So that's the only reason I asked that. But you know, that's something to look forward to, you know. So
We did.
I still got it.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That's why I always keep this recorded. That's why.
Shit.
I got you, man. I've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
You say, oh shit, I left the whole interview.
Yeah.
Hey, you think you can come back and
Catch the last half again.
we just
Hey,
say
look,
bye to the camera.
look,
That's
I'm gonna
all.
sit here and tell y'all, like, when I first started out, that's what happened. Like, our very first episode of the corner, we had everything going. Everything was recorded, whatever, on my phone, and my phone didn't have enough memory in it. So we talked for like an hour and a half, and I'm thinking everything's been recorded. So I look at my phone's off. I'm like, okay. I'm assuming they got everything. That thing got 7 minutes of our first episode, and I was just like,
Oh man.
so after that, I always had double. Like,
Extras,
I record here, so just make sure
Just
I have.
to make sure.
Yeah, make sure I have all my content or whatever. So it is what it is. But like I said,
My head in that picture a whole lot.
it's all good, man. It's all good. But to end it all, I think we had a pretty good interview. Like I said, I really did want to know more about your business, see how it was gonna grow and everything. Like I said, I've been watching. I've been watching everybody that's pretty much, you know, that connects with me. You, Julian, Outlaw. I hate calling him Outlaw.
I he got so many names.
But you know, I enjoy watching us all grow, man. 'Cause, like, you know, pandemic was bad for some people, but it ended up turning into a rebirth for a lot of us. So, you know, I definitely like how we're growing. I definitely like how we're moving. We're constantly supporting each other, so I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I never thought, you know, some of the people that are branched off doing certain things, I never thought that they would.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think, I would want to be like a, you know, a podcast personality.
Yeah.
I can see it now, but I never really thought that he would. And then Julian was always real quiet and reserved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? You get to really see people and what they're passionate about. That's cool.
For sure.
That's
sure.
cool.
Like, you know, like we were saying before we started recording, whatever, everybody changed. You know, everybody's not the same as they was when they came out or whatnot. So it's a beautiful thing to see and watch people grow. See people come out of their shells. Cause like even when I started the corner in itself, a lot of my cast members, they weren't used to being on camera like that. They weren't trying to talk to nobody. Like a lot of the conversations that you see we have, we used to just have it just sit here talking, just like literally just being in here like, you know, shooting shit or whatever. So I was like, hey, let's record it. Let's try to get something on paper or whatever. Like we do it all the time. Just record it. So, you know, with that being said, you know, I'm definitely glad you took time out to come out here. I appreciate it. I am humble. So, just to end it off, you know, again, this is K1 and this is
the Nikki Rose. Happy Juneteenth.
Juneteenth for
tomorrow.
sure. I'm cooking out, just to let y'all know. Everybody ain't getting a plate, but I'm cooking out.
You got my black card.
Invited to the cookout. But you want to, you know, leave it with anything like how they can follow you and stuff like that?
Of course. You can follow me on Instagram at the Nikki Rose. My beauty page is Nikki Rose _beauty. I am revamping that so that it all falls into my products and also my services.
Okay.
So make sure you guys stay tuned on all of that. I'm also on YouTube, Nikki Rose. I haven't been active on there ever since I got sick in January. I'm gonna get back to y'all. I promise. I'm gonna get back to y'all. Yeah, I'm also on TikTok, the Nikki Rose with 2 E's, THEE, Nikki Rose. I just try to stay on all the platforms. TheNikkiRose.com is the website that you can go to not only get products but also to book any makeup services as well. It'll take you right to my booking site. So yeah, we in there.
All right, we good to go. So, like I said, great interview. Got a lot of topics out there, whatever that need to be hashed out. So, definitely a good one. Thank y'all for coming to another episode of the interview, and y'all have a great night. Peace.